Hey everybody, this is Mansplaining Mike. This is the Mansplaining Mike show, and today we're going to go over some of the similarities and differences with Trump and Kennedy. We'll start out with the new frontier and compare it to America first as far as it goes with economic policies. Both Kennedy and Trump would use tax cuts to try to bolster our economy and make it stronger. Donald Trump would take it further, putting in place deregulations for fracking and drilling. Both candidates would use direct communication, or both presidents would use direct communication with their constituents. Kennedy would have to use the mainstream media to achieve this, whereas Trump would have social media at his fingertips and have a more direct communication than Kennedy. There was suspicion against Kennedy because of his youth and inexperience. They claimed he should have been a VP first. The election was close as well, just like Trump and Biden and Trump and Hillary. There were allegations of electoral malpractices in states like Illinois and Texas, which were critical to Kennedy's win. There were rumors of ballot box stuffing in Cook County and in Texas, very similar to what's happening right now. And now people are believing that Trump won, which I believe too. It makes you wonder how long the Democrats have been using these underhanded tactics for. With Trump, the media and government would also complain about his handling of the COVID-19 pandemic, or government PSYOP as I like to call it. Both Trump and Kennedy would criticize the FBI, the CIA, and the DEA. Both would speak out against them. Kennedy would be applauded, Trump would be criticized for it. Makes you wonder why there's such a big double standard. They were both foreign interventionalists. Trump's was much more successful in my opinion. Kennedy did foreign intervention with the Bay of Pigs in Cuba, and Trump did it with North Korea. Kennedy would end up getting caught in his undercover operation in Cuba, and it would embarrass America greatly because then people knew that we were trying to implement our own governments in foreign countries. Both of the candidates also used their own set of electors. Kennedy did this in Hawaii, and Trump did it in Georgia. There weren't really any big differences between the two either. The only difference I've been able to come up with is that Trump put his electors in a separate room. And I guess that's why they're saying they tried to criminalize him. But that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I think they're just criminalizing him because he's a Republican. Although there were controversies with the way that both men handled their foreign problems, like the Bay of Pigs, for example, which was a failed operation that Kennedy did to invade Cuba. And there was Trump with North Korea, where Trump used more diplomatic measures and direct communication with Kim Jong Un, which would gain him criticism from the mainstream media, even though Trump was successful and Kennedy failed at his attempt. So it's really strange to see the way that Trump was treated in comparison to Kennedy, since Kennedy had more failed foreign policies than Trump, but all they do is run around and call Trump a failed president or claim that he didn't win. They didn't, for the last 30 years, complain about how Kennedy didn't win. But ever since Trump's victory in 2016, all we hear about is how Trump cheated. But that's a double standard that we're going to have to get through here in America. And I'm glad that I was able to give you guys all this information. I hope you learned something, and thanks for putting up with me. Hopefully the podcast will get better as we go along. I appreciate you guys, and have a great day.